Well, Wipro's IT services have grown over 2% sequentially at a little over 2,000 million. And if you consider the way it's panned out against its expectations, it is more or less in line with consensus. Moreover, when it comes to its margins, we have seen an expansion. Consequently, profits have also moved up sequentially. But to take us through this quarter, we have with us Jatin Dalal, the Chief Financial Officer of Wipro, to take us through these numbers as well as the outlook. Jatin, thanks for joining us. And let me begin with the guidance. Now, research firms are saying that the guidance of 0% to 2% sequential growth for the third quarter is a tad below their expectations. Can you talk to us about the challenges that you may face as we move into the next quarter?
Thank you, and thanks for having me on the call. So let me first step back and share that we came near midpoint in quarter two against our guidance of -0.5 to 1.5. We have grown well on reported terms at 2.1%. For quarter three, our guidance, I would say, is a healthy guidance in the backdrop of two things. One, the fact that our guidance trajectory continues to improve from quarter one to quarter two and quarter two to now quarter three. So that I think is a good momentum. And second is the fact that we have impacts of holiday sort of slowdowns and closures, what is classically known as furloughs in quarter three, and that we have factored into our guidance. So I think considering this too, we remain quite confident of our journey on revenue trajectory, and we feel that it's a good momentum that we have been able to build up.
Jatin, from what indications we're getting is that there has been some slackness in terms of large deals and there is some delay in decision making as well. Can you tell us about the conversations that you are having with your clients, especially when it comes to those who are going with run the business as against change the business models?
So, frankly, we had good growth on order booking in quarter two. Also saw some large hunting wins for Wipro. Overall, from our participation standpoint, I feel reasonably confident of the way we are executing. I'm not seeing a trend or a broad brush approach to deal pushing out or getting postponed. Yes, there could be always specific areas and specific customer situations, but so far as Wipro is concerned, I think we are making a decent progress and we remain quite happy with what we have been able to achieve in quarter two.
Well, Jatin, when it comes to the BFSI space, we were talking to the management of TCS and they are suggesting that they are partnering with clients on new business models in order to identify which are the successful ones. What are you seeing when it comes to the BFSI space, and what can you tell us about visibility going forward?
So clearly BFSI is early adopter of digital technologies, and clearly we are seeing quite a good traction there. You would have seen our current quarter numbers, 3.3% in constant currency terms is a good number by any measure, and that comes on back of two successive quarters of good performance. So it's the third quarter in a row. So we feel we are doing quite okay on BFSI, led by our early investments on digital.
Jatin, there is also concern about the healthcare space. Again, there has been a lot of slackness. Is this more to do with structural, more industry-specific issues, or is this something that Wipro is finding hard to come over? And what are the challenges in this particular segment?
Certainly, both factors are playing out for Wipro. One is The industry is going through a large amount of uncertainty, and we have a business which is a market leader in its own space called Health Plan Services, a company we acquired in 2016, which is facing the implications of the uncertainty which is there in regulatory environment now. So I would say both factors are at play, but we do believe that as every week and every month passes, it will force the regulators to make their choices, and once they make their choices, I am very confident we will be among those who will benefit from the decision, because we remain very focused on market and what we can do for our customers once some sort of certainty comes to play.
And finally, Jatin, a word on your digital revenue services. We've seen about a good quarter of your revenues come from this area. How is Wipro positioning itself in this arena, and how is it making its niche in this segment?
So very clearly, this is our topmost priority. We have invested disproportionately both organic and inorganic manner in this offering. We believe it has a great potential to grow, and we continue to transform ourselves, be able to get the most out of this market opportunity, and the success is reflected in how this has become a larger and larger proportion of our revenue. So here we see both the growth of new as well as transformation of old services into digital, that is contributing to this share of the pie of digital as part of the total revenue.
Okay, Jatin, it was a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you very much for your time, and I wish you a very happy Diwali.